Hi, welcome to Hardy Classics, and today I'm going to do a video about this beautiful Ford pickup. I've done one before about it, but we've got somebody who's really interested in it, so we're going to do the thing where somebody pays a deposit, we take the vehicle down to them. I'm sure they won't be disappointed with this. But before I take it away, I just want to do a video because I think the first video I didn't do this truck justice. So, what is it? Well, it's a Ford Model 11Y in the year 1941. And what makes this truck special, apart from it being really rare in this country, and you'll know the steering wheel's on the wrong side, is it was owned by a very, very famous collector, this guy. Now, if you travel up and down England like I do, and you look at wagons, if you're sad like me, you'll see this guy. He's one of Europe's largest haulage contractors still to this day. Obviously this guy is gone, and it's his family that run the company, or the company was sold, but this you can still see on wagons today. Where did we buy it from? Well, I bought this from a museum, this guy's museum in Holland, and he had 250 Fords, that's all that was in the museum, Fords, from 1903 or 4 all the way through to the 1960s. We bought 3 or 4 vehicles out that museum and brought them back to the UK. This is the only one I have left. I've had it in my museum, in my personal collection. We've put it up for sale, and I think it's a really, really special thing. It's not everybody's cup of tea being left-hand drive, but you will struggle to find a right-hand drive one if they ever did make one. I think the truck was made in Canada in the year 1941, and it's fitted with the most iconic Ford engine that they ever made. It's fitted with a Ford V8 Flathead, so plenty of power. It's a 1-ton truck, so as you can see, it's a bit bigger than the normal ones you see, the Ford F100s or 150s and the shark tooth grille things. I think it's fantastic, I do. I really think it's a lovely, lovely truck, and you can guarantee yourself if you went on a show field, I don't think you'd see another one. I'll have a quick walk around the truck and show you what we've done to the truck. I'll start at the front, so I want to show you wheels and tyres. These wheels and tyres, the tyres were very, very difficult to get hold of, so we put a new set of front tyres on. I couldn't get them anywhere in England. I tried and tried all the local tyre depots, then I went to all the classic car guys, and the only place that I'll get them, and I would recommend these, is at Bewley. Round the back of the Bewley Auto Museum, there's a tyre company, and they specialise in classic cars and vintage cars, and the guy got them, we got them imported. I think they came via Germany, and they were pretty expensive, so wheels and tyres, yeah. While we were on the front end, brakes, we did all the brakes on the truck, and again the parts came from the States, so we did brake shoes, we did wheel cylinders, we did master cylinder, and when I was talking to the guy in the States, I gave him the reference of the truck, and he said the brake parts on that truck are the same as the American yellow buses. So when you see the American school buses, the big yellow buses, they're the same brakes. So if this guy buys the truck, if he needs brakes, yellow bus brakes. Right, again, round the front of the truck, the chrome's lovely. This big, massive Ford emblem on there, I think it looks fantastic. The truck wasn't registered when we brought it. Obviously, it had been in Holland in the museum, so we had to get it registered. We used the Ford V8 Club. They were very, very helpful to us, and they managed to date it accurately to 1941. So we managed to go to the DVLA and get the number, which is obviously non-transferable, but I think it's great. I think it suits the truck. Under the bonnet, this is where the magic happens. If I can open it, because I never remember how to open this thing. There. Oh. It's a big old bonnet. So we've just put a new 6-volt battery on. We've done a service on it. We've put new plugs in it, and you can see there's 8 plugs because it's a V8. We've also put a new water pump on. It has 2 water pumps, one on each side. This one was leaking slightly, so we put a new water pump on it. Work I did when I brought it back from Holland, because it had sat in the museum for so long, like all these things. Put a new radiator on, put these new header pipes on, basically just recommissioned the whole truck. I think we put new kingpins in the steering as well. Did quite a bit of work on this truck to make it what it is. Obviously we didn't do any, I never get the hang of this, there you go. We didn't do any body work or anything like that. It was just like that as we found it. And talking of body work, it's got this lovely wooden body on the back, absolutely gorgeous. Now we don't know when it was new whether it would have had a steel body or it would have come with a flat body, so we don't know, but it's obviously got this body. Like I say, what it really needs is a couple of whiskey barrels or a few bales of hay, something like that, just to dress it up a little bit. The back tyres on the truck, as you can see, they're pretty chunky. These were fine. These tyres are good. We left them on the back, and they don't really give a lot of problem, don't give a lot of road noise. Underneath the truck, I'll just come down here and show you the chassis. That's what the truck's like. It's all been done, it's all been blasted and painted all the way through, all new mud guards. You can see the stand of the body's been done. Moving around the back again, you can see there's a lot of work gone into the truck, and the guy who had the museum, I think he had half a dozen mechanics and restorers working at the museum full time. So they really did put a lot of work into the thing. I'll show you inside if you want to go around the other way, Patrick, because it's left-hand drive. I'll actually get in the truck and show you. The doors are a bit stiff. Obviously, with it being a pickup truck, it's pretty basic inside. It's got a lovely big bench seat. Headlining, it's got headlining in. The steering wheel's a little bit cracked even there, but people would call it patina. We had to put a new clock in it, if I remember rightly. I think the clock was damaged, so we put a new clock in. Controls, well, they're really basic, aren't they? You've got, I think these are your lights, you've got a choke, and you've got a throttle. This is a trafficator switch, so although it's got an indicator stalk, if you go outside, I'll just flick the trafficator on there. You can see there's the trafficator come out there. Yeah, in and out, so it's got trafficators on. So yeah, 4-speed gearbox. It's a crash gearbox, and it does take some getting used to. There is an art to driving all these vehicles, and this truck's got its own little ways. You've got to really drop the throttle down low to double clutch it to get it into gear. But the engine, that V8 Flathead, is so torquey, you can practically stop before you change gear, and it's silky smooth, honestly. I'll just fire it up, Patrick, and just let you listen to this engine, because you can hardly hear it when it's I don't know whether you can hear that, but the engine is silky smooth on it. It's a really good engine. So we think it's sold. The guy's really interested in it. I think his father used to have one, so obviously there's a bit of nostalgia there. I don't think you'll find another one, not in the UK anyway. There might be one out there in the States, but when I've been looking, they've been thin on the ground. They're pretty unique because of the size, because they're a 1-ton truck, and like I say, you usually get the others are sort of 3/4 ton or half-ton, so you don't usually see a 1-ton one, but I just think it's fantastic. I really do. I don't normally like American cars and pickups, and the odd one I do. I mean, I've got to take my hat off to them. They were miles ahead of us with technology, everything. You know, we were still running around in flipping Austin 7s, and they were, you know, they had automatic this and air conditioning and that, you know. But yeah, she's a lovely thing, and I'm sure when we take it down to Buckinghamshire, the guy will be very, very pleased with it. Well, there you have it, the Ford Model 11Y 1-ton pickup. If you like this video or any of the videos we do, please like, share and subscribe to Andrew Hardy Classics. Makes me want to go out and buy more. Bye bye now.